Well, speaking on not knowing anything about gymnastics, I would
Yes.
love to ask you so that way people in the world can finally know, because I look it up and I can't get any
The
information.
scoring.
How does score work?
How does it work?
I'm
I
kind
know
of
it's
getting
really
it now,
complex, but
Okay.
like,
but I want you to explain it for everybody to just be able to look it up and be like,
Yeah.
that's how it works.
in
Okay.
a salt and pepper.
in English, not
English.
Mexican.
Yeah.
Watch it. Okay, so I'll try to condense it as much as I can. Pretty much, you have a difficulty score
Okay.
and an execution score. So D score, E score.
He is going for his execution.
You combine those, and that's the full score. That's your final score. Okay. Your execution score starts at a maximum of 10.0. Okay. Your difficulty score is a combination of your 10 best skills, minimum 8. Okay, so that's 7 skills and a dismount. That's the bare minimum, at least on the elite side, what you need to get, a routine scored without, a short routine deduction. Okay. So those, let's just condense it to 8 skills. No, we'll just say 10. Okay, let's say you do 10 skills and they are all A value skills. Okay. So an A is worth 1/10, a B is worth 2/10, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5, and so on and so forth, all the way to I, which is 9/10. Okay. And you combine those, obviously, like on floor, there could be connection bonuses. So if you do a back 2.5 to a front layout, so that would be a D to a B, that would get connection, and that gets 1/10 in connection.
Okay.
So if you did a D to a D, so let's say you did back 2.5 to a double front, that would get 2/10 connection. Okay. So that pass would be worth a full point. That point gets added to your score. In addition to those singular value skills, you have to fulfill certain requirements. Of those requirements, it's different on every event. Let's take floor, for example. So on floor, you have your non-acrobatic elements. So this is your endo that you like to do, the back pike to your stomach. This could be a scale. This could be a press to handstand, a circle, anything that doesn't require like actual tumbling or flipping. Okay, so that's non-acro. Then you have your front tumbling, back tumbling, and then your dismount. Okay, so that's 4 element groups. Each one is worth 5/10 each, so for a total of 2 points. Okay, so it's 2 points. And then let's say you do 10 A's, so that's 1.0. You would start at a 13. So that's 3.0 plus 10 for your execution, 13. And that's pretty much how the grading works on every event, with the exception of vault. On vault, all the vaults have a certain value. And so it just depends what you do. So let's say you do a souk laid out. So that would be a 13.2.
Okay.
If you add a twist, so every half twist adds 4/10 to your vault. So a full twist adds 8/10. So my vault, which was a laid out cause or a souk full with laid out, that would be a 14 because it's a souk layout. Full turn gets 8/10. So that's 14.
Got it.
Handspring double front, 15.2.
And then they would just deduct on.
Yeah, what's the deductions? Is
For
it like
vault,
steps?
So there's tons of deductions across all the events. So obviously,
taking a step when you
on your landings, yes. Yeah, if you don't stick, let's say if you take a step a certain width, if it's super small, it's 1/10. You step a bit larger, it's 3/10. Same thing goes with hops. It goes to 1 to 3. If you fall, it's a point. If you have certain aesthetic errors that don't, look right. So let's say you bend your legs like this much, it's a 10th. This much is 3/10. And if you bend 90 degrees,
What's
it's 5/10.
the line to cross? So like, how does a judge tell, oh, that's a small step versus that's a huge step? Like, I mean, what if it's like a middle step?
It's about
do you
like
know?
a foot.
Okay.
A foot. Like if it's wider than
Do they
a
just
foot.
eyeball that, or do they?
They kind of have to eyeball it, or they do it in relation to the gymnast. They kind of have an eye for it, so they like know. And it also depends on how far the body moves
Right.
to show like if that's gonna be a 1 or a 3. Like it can get pretty obvious. Like if it just looks like a larger step, it's gonna be 3.
Yeah.
If it's like a small little stutter, it'd be 1.